everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. And I decided that I would do another episode before I went to bed because I'm kind of obsessed with the game. I don't think we've gotten very far into it, and so I thought I would continue. If you do enjoy this episode, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll just head on in. Click continue. Oh, Dad's right here, so we might as well speak to him. Hey, Dad. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over the lounge would help you recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. Tiger Butter? After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Hi, Mom. Oh, our bestie. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around at Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today. Probably not. As you're about to return the colony, you hear the sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps you from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just leave me alone. You want to talk about it? Why don't you go ask my sister? Tang is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive little crybaby. Doesn't know anything. Just wraps his arm around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just being a meanie. A big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. He rubs his nose on his sleeve. Except for you, I guess. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person who ever tried to be my friend. Girl, what'd you do? Kanja is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for a new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift 10-meter long pole and stack into place. She points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing in biology class. The book says it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Kanja rolls her eyes at you. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any sign of intelligent life here. It's just those big dumb xenofauna? Some animals here are smart and friendly. Kanja looks skeptical. They're still animals, Ophelia. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice so you'll feed them. You're lucky it didn't eat you. She folds her arms. Dorbsmith looks cute, but one can eat through a bag of rice in less than 30 minutes. Even the herbivore can be dangerous here. It doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. Together you watch as the foreman puts the blueprints of the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her holopalm and raises its scaffolding in to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tan says primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts a finger on her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are, really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step of humanity. Evolution from great apes to galactic superspecies. Girl, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Ophelia. On the ships, adults are always saying, "No running, Annie, no running." But outside, there's so much room, I can run for 5 minutes in one direction, even more after the roboplows clear the land for farms. Okay. I do think I'll hang out with my friends. You nestle in a cushion, close your eyes, and listen to music. You have an archive of over 100 years of music to choose from, but still, you wonder what new songs they're writing these days, 10 million light years away on Earth. The only new music you've heard is when the adults have come up with new space shanties. It's nice, good music for harmonizing with your friends as you work, but it's not really something you want in your ears all the time. You can forget a card. I'm done. I don't understand what would that do? You're having terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashes through the walls, unfathomably large, even part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streak down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" but your voice is drowned out by deafening rumbles from the sky outside. The bedroom window is covered in water. It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess it must be rain, but you never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, another crack, a rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. It's still the early hours of the morning. You already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters. Join now and then with the great peals of thunder and footsteps of angry bees. Run outside and play in the rain. It's surprisingly warm outside, and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty packed ground has turned squelchy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the door of your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down the hills behind the colony. So what is rebellion? Relationship with adults and a colony government. Interesting. I don't remember what gives you persuasion. We should work on that next. Okay, study humanities. I want to check to see if I have the ability to do this yet with enough toughness. What is my toughness? Is 9. Okay, we'll work one more day with, ooh, what's this? I think I'll work one more day with, ooh, but I have a lot of stuff. What if I go out? Yeah, let's sneak out since we have a lot of happiness right now. Okay. Let's do this one. At the top of the rise off the east, you think you saw someone watching you. They're dressed in black. Is it this? But they look way too tall to be this. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure gone. Hike over there and look for clues. Oh. You bushwhack down into a valley and up the other path to where you thought you saw them standing. No sign of a camp or anything obvious, like a dropped pack. No note saying, "I'm watching you." Some mysterious figure. Spooky. Mush trees are their tallest and wet, and you come across clusters of them that look ripe for harvesting. If you're older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pat. You like the mush trees. You gave one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying against a truck. It's small and looks like an octopus or starfish. A lot of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. Ew. Probably shouldn't go that way. Nearby pond is dammed up and washed out the pass here. The path continues the other side. Let's try a bravery challenge. There we go. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Oh, how do I get over there? Geoponic engineers have set up work sites here using a roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. You don't want them to see you. They'll send you home for sure. Sneak past him. It's 10. Still get 10 here. That's 8. And then 7 plus 1, 7 plus 1, okay. It's 11. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. What? You skulk under the trees at the edge of their operation. The loud grinding of the roboplow hides any noise you might have made. This is where I came from, right? Let's follow the road back this way. One of these. Up here is where what's his face was. So I'm missing one that's... There's just one more over here. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumbling straight into the field of gelatinous blob grass. Totally transparent, the icky fronds are hard to see but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of the blobgrass field, and there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. 27. There we go. What if this? Is that still 10? Okay, yeah. We'll get rid of that 0. There we go. There it is. You can hop along from the rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of survey equipment. You get through the villainous blob grass. You spend a bunch of time on it though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Okay, we'll do one more. Yeah, you should go home soon. We'll do this last one. Ahead of you is a road curves right, and there's a steep hill leading off to the left. You bet there's really great view from the top of it, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike up it. You leave your pack in some bushes and at the base so you'll be lighter on your feet, and then you start to trek. It's tiring and even steeper than it looks from the bottom, but some broad mushroom-capped trees provide shade. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony walls in one direction and down to a little sawmill in the other. You spot it, the rock, the most perfect boulder you've ever seen, teetering right on the edge of the slope you climbed up. It's almost as tall as you are and must weigh at least 2,000 kilos. Oh, I gotta resist. It's just temptation. Not today, Rock. I'm gonna go home. You crawl through the big drain pipe behind the sports pitch, carefully sliding the metal grate back into place behind you. Carefully check the coast is clear. Good thing too, because Uncle Tonin is passing by on his way to the garrison. You curl up in the shadows and wait for him to leave. That was close. We're very tired. So, we should hang out with somebody. Relax in the lounge and we'll forget a memory. With Cal. Cal was practicing hoverboard moves in the corner of the lounge. Because the board never touches the ground, the adults can't really complain, and this was his pillow, and he has his pillow to land in. Oh my god, he's working hard and trying and failing, flip after flip, but hasn't even broken a sweat. He waves you over. Hey, Ophelia, do you want to practice with me? You practice with Cal, for about an hour. It's exhausting. By the end, you're sweaty and a little sore, but you feel good. You promise him you'll come back all this month to keep him company. Oh, I don't want to forget any of these. The days have been getting shorter with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see the holostream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals. If you even can call it morning. They've named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if I can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. No way, it looks cool out there. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There's a strange new sound, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars' message is noticed from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside, Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone's waiting for something. Oh. Hi, Mom. Ophelia, what are you doing out of the quarters? This is safe out here. I'm going to school. She nods and grabs her boots. Fair enough. Stay close to the stratosphere. Got it? We don't know what's out there this time of year. Stars. It is beautiful, though. Annie blinks at you in the dark. It's so creeptacular. Perfect for hide and seek. Here, I got something for you. Have a wood. Emma looks at it. Thanks. This is staring off in the wilderness outside of the gates. Feels different. I don't know how, just different. Oh, what's this? You want a crystal? Thank you. I'll find something to do with it. He doesn't. I want to see if I have the toughness yet. Yes, deliver supplies. Ophelia, you've never struck me as a particularly reasonable or responsible or organized, but children never are. What makes you think you'd be a good fit for the position? I can carry a lot. Strong for your age, maybe. But lucky for you, you're only applicant this week. You've got the job, for now anyway. Come back in a few minutes and you can help me deliver. Yes, there will be kudos in it for you if you do it correctly. Organization, perception, friends with Mars, kudos, and stress. Okay. Seeks send you all around the colony delivering supplies. During the first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push in a little cart. Stuff like tools and electronics. Some are high priority, which means you have to move fast. It's fun getting to yell important delivery coming through, and people actually get out of the way. I don't know if I'm supposed to be putting these zeros. Hey, I win. Ooh. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Well, what passes for day. It's still nearly pitch black except for the eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. Ooh! The alert blares out as every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you use for hall breaches and fires. And in space, it meant we were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On V, it means to get an assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is a children's creche, but for the opposite direction, you hear shouting and loud popping noises. I'm gonna help fight. You'll try your best to be brave and fight back. First, you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back to the creche. Then you head outside to get your bearing. You can hear yelling from upstairs to command and the commotion in the southeast case. Geoponics, where your parents are working. Go to geoponics. Your parents are defending the greenhouse from a pack of knee-high creatures which seem to have eyes glowing all over their bodies. They're only flesh ripples with constant subtle motions as the individual eyes blink at one time incessantly. You can't tell which end is which with those horrible things. Cal is standing nearby, wide-eyed as he slowly picks up his shovel and moves beside you. He reluctantly holds a shovel in front of himself like a weapon. Easy, doggies. We don't want to hurt you. Get out of here, both of you. Run! Your mom shouts. Figure what it wants. You look into its too many eyes and see fear. This creature is scared of you. To Cal's amazement, you crouch down and take a look at less threatening and choose two eyes at random to look into, to communicate with. You start to reach out your hand, but the creature is trembling. Staring into its eyes has made it even more frightened than before. It pounces. Okay. When you work for oh, sorry. $13. $8 or I think we're gonna do that. Need 6. Okay. +2 combat. You killed it with nothing but a rake thrust deep into several of the creature's many eyes. The rest of the pack scampers off the moment it falls. You never killed anything before. The body of the creature that was so terrifying a minute ago now looks strangely small and harmless. All of its eyes have closed for good now. Cal crouches beside it, in shock. I told you to run, Ophelia! Uh-oh. Your mom looks furious that you put yourself in danger. She storms over and thinks she's going to slap you. Then suddenly she pulls you into her arms and hugs you. She keeps rocking you and saying, my baby, over and over. Very surreal. Almost as weird as the dog thing with eyes, honestly. I got a trophy. After 2 weeks of darkness, with blue sun barely skimming the horizon, begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits that they don't know how the gates were open or how the creature got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody's had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault this colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Lord. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve your friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends button at the top left of your screen to keep track. Good luck. Well, we're older now. It's always good. It's cow. We are kind of sad. While we're at this toughness, let's play sports ball. So we can get friends with Annie. You run into Cal and Annie on the hill behind the garrison at a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There's a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a cabbage toss, Annie shouts at you, and then grunts with the effort as lifting a 6-meter log mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing the neat stack of the pile of construction poles beside you. From the looks of the nearby construction, there's probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose a thicker, heavier one. Challenge mode. Wee. Ophelia's gonna throw a big one, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its length makes it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath your knees bent. This is gonna be tough. No, I'm not gonna get it. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit, social, mental, or physical, determines what best condition appears. It's 9. It's 4. What if I did 1, 2, and 2? Right? So 10. Ugh, 25. Let me look. Oh, I need one. I don't want to give up. There we go. They don't seem to like that shit anyway, so. 6 kudos. The pole sails down the hill and past all the other poles, comes to the rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my distance. Players can't beat each other in Players can't beat each other in mushwood toss. They can only beat their own high score. But you get 3 bonus points if you stick it in the ground like that. You play the rest of the afternoon, adding rules to variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles is jumbled at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. As much as happened last month. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, my phone is going crazy. What the fuck? Instagram is going absolutely insane. Jesus Christ, people are going crazy over a photo card set that's coming out. Okay. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of the planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squad is training new members to keep close watch on the gates now. They reinforce the walls and even install a few robotic turrets. In class, you're drilled on what to do if the colony is attacked again. It will be exciting you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten, and they wake you up early with the enthusiastic shout. Surprise! A V year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is the second month of quiet. Spark now drifts slowly past the porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too, sits at the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back and flourishes like magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit. Your dad grins. Their forage has been picking these outside the walls. They may look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You take cautious bite and plop the pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Ophelia's not allowed outside the gates, your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually. But not now. Not with the Not since the attack with everything. Who knows what's out there now. I helped. I was a hero. I knew about the monsters. You knew about the monsters, admit it. I helped. I was a hero. Don't even start. You should have been in the creche with the others, not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. You know your mom wasn't a farmer back on Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, that includes knowing where to run away. Security Chief Red's offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know. Even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I know your friends with Dis has been sneaking... I know your friend Dis has been sneaking outside the walls. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. Probably not that dangerous. Not that it would ever do it, but the other kids are out there. You know, how bad could it be? The argument does not win you any favors with your mother. I mean, 20 notifications from the same chat. Priority claims. Okay, we're fine. They're doing a whole lot on Instagram. But I think I'm gonna end this here. We're at the 40-minute mark, so yeah, it's probably a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next episode. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.